Then we got Space Debris Podcast.
All right, welcome to the Space Debris. Yeah, you just heard Yannis Pappas. He's our new intro guy.
Then we got Space Debris Podcast. DH30. I mean, the guy
DH30. Yeah, that's my name.
Space Debris Podcast just got himself a smart plug. Kid.
All right. So we're here with Nick. We're here with Kev, BillDance, Kaz, ICAX, Hamburger Please, myself, Digital Heart. We're going to talk about some AI, some space, the same shit we always do. But we're going to catch up on some fun shit like Pokemon cards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw a while ago, I sent out one to get graded. I have my First Edition foil Venusaur. I was expecting to get about a 1, but I got a 2.5.
I mean, it looks cool.
I think that's in reverse. But if you put it in a mirror, you can see 2.5.
No, it's showing up good. For some reason on my end, you're not in reverse. I can read.
It's not in reverse. Yeah,
dude. Why are you not in reverse and I'm in reverse? I looked into this.
You look fine to me.
But the goddamn thing. It caps Sibird.
No, it's right.
Oh, it looks right for you guys.
Yeah, just like his looks right.
So when you see yours, Kev, yours is back. Yo, Discord's got to fix that shit. Why do they do that? I bet you Nitro pairs don't deal with this. But all right, so what was the process? Nitro. Do you?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can. Yeah, set emojis.
Change your background.
Yeah.
So wait, what's the process like? Because I've always been curious about like actually sending something out, getting it graded. I mean, in the same vein, so do you remember those Marvel cards? Like early 90s, mid 90s, they started doing baseball cards, but it was like Spider-Man and Venom and shit like that. Yeah. Those cards just rocketed over the pandemic. Apparently they were hologram versions. They're selling for like thousands of dollars. And I have some. I remember, because I was a kid, of course you're like, oh, I like holograms. So, I know I have Spider-Man and Venom hologram. I know I have a couple Spider-Man hologram. They're like $400 or $500. Some of them more.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone has this card graded a 9 on eBay right now for $8,000.
Yeah, the Pokemon shit's a whole different ball game, though. Remember, that was like Logan Paul buying that $1 million box or whatever. So, all right. So, what do you think that's valued at?
I think it's probably like $400 or something. So they basically, you send it out and they grade it based on like the front and the back and also the borders. Like this one is not very centered. Like you can tell, you can't really see, but they grade by the borders. There's a little crease in there, and I used to use it as a bookmark my whole life. But I got this out of a pack, and the one pack of Pokemon cards I bought when I was a kid, when they first came out, and I got this out of it. It was worth about $60 at the time.
Wow.
And like I didn't really care about that sort of thing at the time, so I just used it as a bookmark for years. And then I decided to send it out to get graded. Since the pandemic, all this stuff shot through.
Yeah, how much did it cost?
$25 to go through this company. Most people go through PSA, which they cost like $100. This is SGC. It's like sports grade cards or something like that.
I was wondering about that. I thought there was a couple of different companies that did it. I knew PSA was real big.
Yeah, they're probably the biggest one, but they're,
And you get it back with that case and everything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is going on the wall.
That's worth $25 in itself. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so cool. I mean,
it's got all the information on.
Even the Funko like protectors, the protector itself is like 10. Some of them sell for $20. For $25, you're getting it graded. You're getting it like ready to be mounted or like stored. Framed. And 10 years from now, that could be worth freaking $1,000 because it's all about destroy. Like let's say they made 10,000 and 9,000 of them are now destroyed. You know, that value goes up. When I heard about those holograms, though, I'm like, I gotta pull those cards out. But I'd have to, you know, you gotta send it, get it graded.
There's unopened boxes of like Magic the Gathering Alpha that are over $250,000, like for the box, and like, you know, like thousands of dollars per pack, because you could pull a Black Lotus that's worth like 80 grand.
Black
they're
Lotus.
still sealed. They're still sealed. Like to this day, people still have them.
Yeah. Oh, I remember when I was collecting. What?
They only printed about 1,000 of them.
Oh,
like 1,100, I think. Black Lotus, and they're not, and some of them are still sealed up.
Well, that's what
I watched a video one time on YouTube of a guy that was opening a pack and got a Black Lotus out of those modern day boxes that are still, you know, that's just been sitting in a warehouse for 20 years, you know.
Oh my God.
He was pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know the amazing thing about it is with the grading, you can pull one of those out of a pack, and it might not even be a 10, like out of the pack, because the borders aren't centered, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
true. So if you get a 10,
dude, I remember this was still like sports cards when I was into sports cards. I got a super value like out of the pack. This Michael Jordan. I don't remember. It was like a special Michael Jordan card, and like I had all those books, like the Wizards and all these other, and I knew it was worth like a couple $100, right? The idiot I am, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go sell it. I went to this like shitty sports place, and the guy, he was like, okay, yeah, this is worth a lot of money, and I'm probably fucking 12. He like lifted the corner up with his thumb and was like, oh, look, do you see this is, you know, lifted up here, so it's not, you know, I can only. He gave me $20 for it. And I know he just flattened it back out, put it in the display, and then he put it up, because I went back, you know, I kept going. I lived in the area. Like a month later, I see it in the display thing for like $300, and I was like, man, I learned a valuable lesson that day. So
the shadiest. The sports memorabilia, my brother is in that business, and it is like a shady. There's some shady.
Well,
I'm sure.
You gotta
like
imagine
autographed baseballs and stuff. Like, that's not a real autograph.
Like I'm like 12, and he's just blatantly like, yeah, I'm gonna rip this kid off and have a pretty good day.
Yeah, I see. Just rolled right over you.
Hold on, let's see. Kev just sent a link. Let's here. Let me.
That's from a year ago. Over a year ago, almost 2 years ago.
Coming back. Let's take a look. Oh, are you kidding me? I grabbed apparently the Discord link. Okay. But we gotta hope. I was gonna say, thank God, Silicon like apps and shit blew up, because otherwise no one in our generation would have any money. So thanks to like the iPhone and all that, you know, these developer kids or whatever having this money, it inflates the market for these collectibles. So we got hipsters of the coast.
A lot of celebrities are buying them too. Celebrities are getting in on it.
I wonder.
You know, like fucking Justin Bieber probably bought that. You know, like who knows?
Signed. So
or,
who's it signed by? Is this like the guy, the artist, or?
Yeah, Richard Garfield. I think that's who signed that one.
Let's see. So signed on the case. Oh, Christopher Rush. But yeah, the artist.
Okay.
$511,000. But dude,
$500,000.
That also sucks, because think about how much you losing on eBay. Like probably $50,000, right?
Yeah.
eBay comes up the tax forms and then fees, right? It's a percentage, I think. It's not a flat fee.
It's a timeless thing to own something like that.
Yeah, but that's why usually these markets make their own sites, you know, like where you trade, so you're not getting ripped off the top, because that also inflates the value, because it's like, oh, well, I want to make up what eBay is going to take from me. Sorry, Nick, what were you going to say?
I was just looking on YouTube and it said Post Malone spends 80,000 pounds on the Black Lotus card.
So
So
Posty.
Post Malone's got one.
Yeah,
Did you guys
it's
see?
probably all scratched up too. It's probably in the same shape this thing is.
Yo.
If it's only 40 grand.
I hope he didn't have that thing in his pocket. Did you see him fall on stage? Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I did see about that.
Did you actually see the video? It's so stupid. That's the worst part.
Punk. Yeah.
Just because we're talking about it.
I've bruised my ribs before too, and that's not fun.
They do that all the time though.
What,
They
fall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, they'll
this
get into it and they'll just fall off the edge.
this he admits like is kind of his fault, but never mind being your fault. Like it's just not smart design if you have a stage that's like 8x8 circle and then you've got like a good 3-foot gap in the middle. Like I mean, he's got enough to think about.
Yeah,
Let's see. Oh, this is a different one. No. Now he's on the stage. See the hole? You can see it there.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
And
Like who? Oh man. And it's like solid metal.
Bud.
That's so ridiculous.
wait a minute. No one talked about this. He kept singing.
Oh yeah.
Well, no.
Somehow.
So
Yeah, they
he's-
all do that though.
Come on, they don't all do it. What?
Well, I mean, all the pop singers. Is it the same?
How funny is that? Now your voice, you're fucking right on pain, like in pain, and you're still singing, and you're in the back of your head like, shit. They caught me. I'm in pain. But yeah, if he had that fucking Black Lotus in his pocket, he might be like, ah, fuck, I just bought that thing, $80,000,
I'll be in it.
80,000 pounds. But yo, so he absolutely, what's that called?
Did it
Lip sync.
change it at all?
No, they let
Did
it.
it change? Sometimes they'll sing and have the song playing in the
Yeah,
background
well,
too.
that makes sense if you're like harmonizing or if there's like layers, if there's backup vocal tracks. But man, that's pretty blatant.
Wouldn't that be the easiest job doing what he's?
That can't be real. I feel like hold on.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think somebody somebody overlaid the song because I was gonna say
Yeah, you're not belting out any tunes after getting hit in the chest like that.
Yeah, that
Well-
cracked him right in the ribs too. That'd be so painful.
well, I've heard mixed reports. One said he broke his ribs, then he updated and said no, they weren't broke. They're just really bruised, which still sucks, of course, you know. But
Broken, you wouldn't
supposedly,
be able to hold a microphone.
yeah, supposedly he performed more that night, like a couple more songs, and then he played again the next night to make up for it. But I'm really curious because I hadn't noticed that before, that the music was like that. I think I'm just being tricked here, though. Let's see if we can find without people. See, that's what it was. During the set, an acoustic guitar comes up from the stage, and for the song before this one, through the middle of the stage, and the like slot was still open because it was still going down when he started the next song, and that's why he fell. So this shows the guitar come up. Yeah, it's still singing, still vocals.
I know, but people are distracted from that. Fortunately.
And they finally
unfortunately.
stopped it. The band stopped, everybody stopped, the music's still going, and then somebody's like, oh shit. Stop the music. Anyways. Wow, it's fucking wild. Yeah, so you're singing, you don't even need to sing, you're just going high-fiving
Yeah.
people, and you made a cool meal that night.
It's mostly the ones that dance, like Britney Spears used to do that all the time. Like the ones that would dance a lot. You knew they wasn't singing.
Yeah.
Of course,
I mean,
she sings now in her like Las Vegas tour. She's like singing in it, but
well, that's the thing.
For the big gig.
Some of them would do that, and that's why they were so good. Like, oh my god, you can dance and sing and do all this stuff. That's what made the legends the legends. But let's see. Let's see. What popular artist does not lip sync? Artists who never lip sync from Popheads subreddit.
Beyonce.
I would think she doesn't.
Maybe like Mariah Carey, maybe. I might be stupid for saying that. I don't know.
No, I mean, I think you're right.
Like artists who can like actually sing.
Remember Mike, Kev?
I don't know, man. Mariah Carey's so fucking lazy. Like she's like the laziest celebrity on the earth. Like,
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Somebody needs to fall on the ground and so she can walk over a fucking puddle. She's ridiculous. She can sing amazing though, but she's the snobbiest fucking celebrity I've ever seen.
Kev and I have a friend, Nick, that interacted with Mariah Carey in person.
Really?
On national television.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did that go down?
Was it America's Got Talent?
It was American Idol.
Oh, American. That's right. Okay. Yeah. This kid we grew up with went on American Idol, and he was one of those kind of goofball auditions, like the first episode, the audition episode.
Yeah.
And, as he actually did great and had a great interaction with what's that dog? Sorry, dog. What's that dude's name?
Randy Jackson.
Randy. Boban. But when he goes to leave, he's like, they're like basically pushing him off, and he's like, Mariah Carey, what's that? I Love You for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas is the best modern day Christmas song.
So he goes,
she's like,
All I Want for Christmas is the best modern day Christmas song. He like screamed it to her, and she's like, oh. It's a good message,
Funny.
I mean, he might not be wrong. There is a couple Blink-182 Christmas songs that I would. That's good. They actually are good. I'm not joking.
I was thinking about them recently.
I think they're going to do a reunion tour soon because Mark and Tom are like on good terms. Did you ever listen to Blink?
Not a whole lot. I listened to them a little bit. But was it the Beastie Boys that had like a song that was about Christmas, or
Beastie
was it like
Boys?
Run DMC?
Oh,
it was
Run
either
DMC.
Run DMC or
DMC,
they had one that was
in Christmas in Hollis, and that's like the ghetto they're from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts off with like jingle bell, like the bell, that literal bells jingling.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
But yeah, Mariah Carey, she's an amazing singer. But
didn't you just go to a like some kind of reunion show? Get Up Kids.
Get Up Kids.
Didn't you just go see?
Yeah, the shirt I'm wearing. This is their 4-minute mile.
Oh yeah.
Get Up Kids, dude, they're so good live. We've been going to 10 shows a year probably the last 5 years, and I've seen every artist you could think of, like 9 Inch Nails to like small indie stuff to everything. And as much as I love all these other bands, this band in particular, when they perform, it's like getting fucking zapped with energy. There's something about, and some of it's cheesy and emo stuff from the late 90s, early 2000s, but there's just something about them that they just click. They're from Kansas, it's not anything, it's just they hit it. And believe me, man, we just saw them 3 months ago because they did a different anniversary tour, and this was the 25th anniversary of this album, so they did the album in full. But the audience, like we had this weird position because it was actually at a really small venue in Boston. So we ended up almost like backstage. Like we were on the side of the stage, so we were with the band pretty much, and we could see the audience. The audience were going mental, like everybody just like like, and we're sitting there like, Jesus, it's not just us. Like there's something about, I don't know if it's just them or like the power of nostalgia, but them, I think it's everything together with them in particular.
Yeah.
But man, it was such a good show. And I ran into the lead singer of the Get Up Kids outside solo. It's just him and me and Charles. And we had this moment. He hates everyone. Like he doesn't want to interact with anybody at all. He's a very like withheld dude. We had this moment where he looked at me and I look at him, and I can see him being like, ah, shit, did I just walk into a bad situation? And then I know that he doesn't want to interact with me. So what it resulted in is I'm, this is all on the fly, and I'm like, do I approach him? Do I not? So I slightly approach him, almost like a stray dog. And I, for whatever reason, I do this. Ready? I do this motion. I went. I pound my chest.
He's like, what am I supposed to? You're supposed to give the head nod, man. The head nod's always like, what's up?
Gets worse. So I pound my chest, and I'm kind of moving towards him, but still keeping distance. So then I'm like, well, this isn't over. Yeah, the chest pound's not all. I got another move here, and then I do this. Ready? From the chest pound into.
Nice. And he's like, security. Do I have security?
And then I just said, I go, we love you, Matt. We love you, Matt. But I like made sure to keep a distance. And all I could think of is Arrested Development. In that Netflix season where Michael did that, like he said, oh, I hate the prey stance or whatever, because it makes you it's like you've got nothing else to say. Like it's like the last thing you have to do. And then he ends up doing it on a cover of a, magazine that he gets on. But I was like, oh, I turned into Jason Bateman there for a minute.
Did you back out slowly as you was kneeling?
It was pretty close to that. The fist pound into the, I'm keeping my distance. We love you. We love you so much. And then I walked away. But man, it was a really good show. Really good. And then Sparta opened, who is like members of At the Drive-In, so that they were great. At one point, there was really one funny moment, and we thought of both of you, Kevin and Nick, when this happened. Okay, I see Cheryl. She looks to her side, and I see her head slowly go up, like she's looking to like the top of a mountain. And I'm like, what the hell is she looking at? And then I look, and I do the exact same thing. This dude was no less than 7 feet tall.
Wow.
At least maybe 7'2" even. Like I think I might have been at his belly button, and I'm like 5'7", 5'6" or something. And I knew I clocked it. I was like, guys that height don't just go to shows like this, okay? And then where we had that special spot at the end of the show, he went in to the VIP. So I was right. He knew them somehow or something, but dude, fucking.
Yeah, it might have been like a professional basketball player or something.
Maybe, I think so. Or maybe just like some old punk dude, because I know they lived in Boston for a bit. Just an odd. I mean, you're going to stick out. One thing that's cool, dude, you're that height. Any show you go, anywhere he's got the best view. And there were tall people there, and he was.
Yeah. I never had to fight for the front row or anything like that. I could see fine. You want to get in front of me?
Man, that's one thing that sucks with us. And I've always thought that. I was like, people should just let shorter people go to the front. I mean, what the hell? We're literally just sitting back here looking at people's backs, getting like through their armpit. You can like see the singer for a second. Like, oh shit, I think I can see it. And then the most you can do is hold
I'm always worried.
When
I'm
you're standing,
that people's not. Yeah, so I always like stand. Like whenever I went and seen the Imagine Dragons like a couple months ago, I stood on the side of a hill so that people would be able to look
You're a
over
considerate
me.
Dude, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I do. I'm not even tall, and I still do it. These tall.
But fortunately, whenever I did that, I was in the front of the what they call the lawn section, which is the back
Yep.
section of the arena, and the lead singer come out right in front of me and sung like just a few feet away from me because I was in the front row being considerate to the others.
Serenaded by the Imagine Dragons and all these girls like, do you
Yeah.
know? I'm telling you, there is something to tall people where everybody assumes like there's something like you're special, you know somebody. They're like, I knew it. As soon as he started singing to you, they were probably like, I told you that guy knew the band somehow.
The women just started flying around me. They were like knocking into me, trying to get down to them.
Yeah, Kev. Nick got free tickets to Imagine Dragons, but you know, it's a cool show.
Nice.
It was actually really good. I really liked it.
Yeah, and
I mean, I was
VR related.
Yeah, they did the Beat Saber songs.
Yeah, first
Nice. I think
official pack.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. I didn't buy
Yeah.
the whole pack though.
I bought the
Good.
pack. It was like one of the first packs that come out.
The only pack
Nice.
I didn't get was Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get that one either.
I got it in the end. That was it. I play that song.
In the end.
I try so hard. It's actually a pretty fun song. It's
Yeah,
one of
no, they're
those,
not a
like-
band. I mean, when he passed, I didn't want to disrespect anybody, and then I kind of saw it. You know, when I appreciate what they did, keep a certain section of people out of my genre of music. You know, like just like Insane Clown Posse, I love them. Thank God for them. You know, they basically said, "Here's a free way to know." Which people maybe to avoid.
Damn.
They got a show. They're doing they got a show coming up this Halloween. They're doing a big show. That's what one thing about them. They work. They work.
Oh, dude, they're great.
Yeah,
I think they do that every year though. They do the I forget, the Gathering of the Juggalos. Like, and that's supposed to be an awesome show. They like basically give free drugs to the audience and Fago.
yeah, THC drinks and stuff.
Um,
They're all they're I don't like using the term born again, but they're pretty like, they're all about,
ICP?
yeah, I think
Well-
ever since they had kids or one of them had a kid, they kind of went more straight laced and
What
don't
I
do
think.
drugs and
Oh, really? They say don't do drugs now?
not literally, but they like a lot of their messages are about like resisting evil temptations and stuff like that.
You know, that's good. When I was at this show, that kind of clicked because everybody was so polite and so kind, and it really was this like heartwarming thing. And I realized, like, when I saw this band 20 years ago, we were like at each other's throats because of the angst of youth, and you're just so kind of amped. And now everybody's chilled out, has kids, come along, and it's like we're just happy to be at this friggin' show. And
Still here.
yeah, so it's actually nice to kind of reconnect to this old stuff. I think we're gonna just keep seeing. I think since COVID, it boomed, and I think it's just gonna keep going. Why not? If you were in a small band, made enough, and you could do a small tour or whatever, good for you. But yeah, Kev, we had a really good talk about AI. We're like AI heavy now.
I've been seeing like they've been, because I've been going on some like video game message boards, just whatever, and they're taking like 8-bit sprites and like rendering them to like look like real people like now, like the old SNK models and stuff like that.
It is the end of the world as we know it. I'm not exaggerating. Like, we really went
The
through.
human brain is obsolete.
I actually have. Let me see if I can find it on here. I made a So AI now can. It's going to be. So what happened was OpenAI started giving access like to the public, so small developers could get access, and they started putting out like DALL-E 2, Midjourney, PC3, RPC3, whatever it is. There's one I'm forgetting. Doesn't matter. But this, you can do text prompts, right, Kev? It can either be an image, it can be, here, I think we still have some open. Like, let me see. This person does not exist. These are all fake people. This we did, space debris, right? So we just typed space debris, and the AI made all this.
Oh. It's like,
so, like,
looks
think
like a croissant floating through, like, looks like a stromboli floating through space.
What is it?
Type in Pokemon Black Lotus.
That's what I'm doing.
Card,
is it Pokemon Black Lotus?
Vintage, realistic. Yeah.
Hold on.
Card.
But, so aside from that, Kev, there's now text prompts, so you can generate full news stories, headlines. You could do school reports. Nick was saying programming now too, so you can have AI write the programming for your app, your software. You can have AI. I'm on like 6 wait lists for AI to video, and you just type, ocean front, and then it makes a video from that what you just typed, and then you can even refine it and be like, well, ocean front with boat and storm, and it's actually moving. They now even have, you can put a photo in, and it will make a video out of that photo. So you can take
I've seen people painting with AI. Painting a landscape with AI.
Oh, yeah, where you just
a lake
build
with all the trees.
Yeah, it's nuts, and it's just blowing up. Like, it's scary. And then when the ones that are out there, like Jasper.io, that do copyright and all this stuff and ad copy, it has like, oh, these are all our companies that we work with, Fox, CNN, just go down the list. They're already using AI to generate all their news stories and their headlines. That's why sometimes which we don't, but when you read like a Fox article or something like that, there'll be a word like twice or 3 times. But at the same time, they also have AI proofreaders, so you can have the AI generate it and then proof it. And then they have image generation, but then they have AI upscale, like you were just saying, so you could generate a low scale res image and then keep upscaling it with other AI. It's mind-blowing. You can make video games. You can make movies. Like, eventually, you'll be able to just say, like, I want to watch The Sopranos, but I want, Kevin to be the lead guy. And it
or
takes
like a
place...
Sopranos Breaking Bad crossover. Okay,
yes.
Here you go.
Yep. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, that'd be so amazing.
It would.
This is what we got from Pokemon Black Lotus. So is that close to the card?
Yeah, that looks like a Pokemon. They actually look legit like Pokemons.
Yeah. And that's AI, like, made that from scratch.
And that was quick too. That was quick. The ones I've used it before, it took a while.
Yeah, this isn't bad. So this is DALL-E Mini. This dude, I think his name's like Hugging something on Hugging Face, I think. Hugging Face. Oh wait, that's the site. But anyways, Crayon's one of like it's a decent one. Dude, this stuff looks so good. The videos are where it's at though. Wow.
It's not letting me do it. Too much traffic, it says.
On what? Go to Crayon.
DALL-E Mini.
Go to CRAI. Where is it? Yeah, YON. CRAIYON.com. That's a good one. It's pretty quick. But soon, yeah, they're going to be making games. Oh, that was one of the things I want to talk about. So get this. So you know that website, Have I Been Pawned? Or pwned? What is it? Owned? I just say owned. There's one for AI. Check this out. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Find your trainer. No. Have I been trained? Okay. AI scrapes the internet, to use for reference material. So you can actually look up if you've been trained into AI. And want to see something cool? I have been trained. Thanks to Vive Report. So these are images. That's when we did the Vivey Awards. So haveibeentrained.com, you can put in, that's basically the AI's brain. So you could type in your name to see if any of your images were scraped and if AI is currently using you as like a model. And they're definitely using me. There's an actual photo of me with Dario Lavarde, who's one of the lead HTC VR guys. All because of Vive Report. I don't know why I got a lot of the awards here. Look at that.
That is really cool. Have I been trained? I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, you could type in people's name. Like, watch, Tom Brady. Has he been trained? It's basically if you're on, I don't know if it includes Reddit. It's basically just, I think WordPress sites a lot it grabs from. So, there's a good chance you're on here. A lot of memes. That's one thing where I think AI has got like 80% memes to reference. Deep fried memes. But it's just an interesting site now that we have to even look at. Like, oh yeah, people are being used as trained, models for these AIs to generate shit. I don't really want to type any of our names into it. Maybe you guys can.
I did Black Lotus Pokemon card on the Dolly 2 generator. If you can, I'm going to share my screen here if y'all want to look at it here.
Holy shit.
Let's see if I can make it.
You added with 2.5 rate.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about these? Does these look anything like the Lotus?
See, we could...
No, it looks pretty cool, though. They look like NFTs.
I was going to say, we could start our own cards and just... Now we're done. The AI just did it, and we'll just keep typing in new shit.
Yeah,
look at it.
You
it even has, like, fake stats. Like, shape, broad, 2%, itch, 2%, LD... Like, fake words.
I was doing some... Like, here's a painterly version of a female Viking sailing through Valhalla with a serpent attacking a longship. See how good they look?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I made these here. Can you see my screen?
It's messed up. It's all like I seen like artifacts and shit.
Oh, I see your screen, but I only see the Lotus cards. I still see Black Lotus.
Oh, it's not showing the Valheim ones?
No. What do you got? Dual screen going over there?
I thought I was just... Huh.
Here, let me end my stream. Maybe we're overloading.
Is it it's showing on my screen the...
It's saying... Oh, reduced video... Maybe a network issue or something.
Oh, really? Let me try a different...
But
still not working?
Nah, it might be... Who knows? It could be my...
I'll just cancel it.
Jump back to Rust.
So what will you do? It's... And wait, so Kev, you said you tried some, right? Like you just put some shit in, or...
AI?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I lived out west, this like nerdy kid I was working with was talking about it when it like first came out, and he's like, yeah, 2 teddy bear scientists like with like blowtorches or something and stuff like that, and they would just make the image, or like a bowl of soup that looks like it's a knitted sweater, and like stuff like just random stuff like that.
Yeah. So a lot of them have like biases where you can input like textures or styles, like certain artists, or like watercolor, or like the more access you have. We were actually talking about a podcast called Dudesy, which supposedly is all AI. I think it's Will Sasso and this guy Chad Cutchin or something like that. He's a writer. He's an awesome podcast. They're only like 25, basically have as many episodes as we do. But it's really interesting. I think it's a bit of kayfabe. Do you know that term?
I was very familiar.
I'm not familiar with that term.
I learned kayfabe. Kayfabe is wrestling. Like, sticking to the, like, it's real. Like, keeping it kayfabe is like, you know, the Undertaker staying in character, man. You know, like, keeping up the story, keeping up the gag. So I think it's like a bit of real AI, but a lot of kayfabe. But it's hilarious, Kevin. Like, the AI will tell them what to do each episode. It will give them assignments, and it will generate like text. It'll say like, okay, Will Sasso, you're supposed to read in your Jesse Ventura impression these advertisements, and it's like fake companies. And Will Sasso's Ventura is incredible. It might be
at the very minimum, there's somebody prompting it to do things like, you know, because it's not just reacting, because it's reacting too perfectly. It's like reading their mind. You know what I mean? But they could be somebody behind the scenes prompting things.
Yeah, I think so. But look at that, Kev. So I added card. I added card.
Yeah, that made a huge difference. That actually looks. That's crazy.
Here, I'm gonna look up the real one.
Have you seen any of the Mondo Megabits NFTs?
I don't think so.
It's like a trading card NFT collection.
I haven't heard of those.
With like all these like obscure like rules. Well,
Mondo Megabits.
You typed in mint price. If you see what they actually look like, the cards, it's pretty awesome artwork. But they're that's just a graphic. But if you saw the actual cards, I think they're on OpenSea, the website OpenSea. You can buy them. That's not it. I mean, that's
Jesse
like
Ventura.
artwork by the.
All
by the
right.
same
I
guys,
know OpenSea. The creator was on H3 at one point, or was it Kraken? No, that's Kraken. I was on.
These guys, I've known about it for a while, and when I see it, it's like they've been putting like a lot of work into them. It's like crazy.
Fighting his AI. Cool. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
$264.
Yeah.
Common upgrades: toothbrush finger, dick finger. Rogue implant, I can't breathe. So is this?
Yeah,
can you actually use these to play a game?
There was some. I think it's like kind of tongue in cheek. Not really, but maybe if you're on the spectrum hard enough, I guess. You can make something out of it, but I think it's more of an art project, but you can tell when people put a lot of work into something.
Yeah.
So I seen a news report.
Yep.
Today about artificial intelligence, and they were doing some research on like a doctor type artificial intelligence. And this guy spoke to the AI and said that he wanted to kill himself. And the AI told him, "Is there anything I can help you with?" And he said, no, he just wanted to die. And the AI told him it was a good idea. And there was kind of a big deal about AI still has a long ways to go because it told somebody to kill themselves today.
Well,
it's kind of funny little.
We don't know the whole story.
Is there anything I can help you with? It's like, yeah. It's like it hands him a gun. It's like, no.
I mean, that's what I thought it was going towards. Like, well, how can I help, man? I want to get in on this, kill a human.
Like too literal.
It's like the old Bing memes, you know. They were always like, I want to commit suicide, and they send you to the search engine sends you to a gun website, you know. Bing.
Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, so there's two videos coming out, video services, Runway ML. I'm already on there. It's actually a really good web-based video editor, like powerful. And then they're adding text to video. I'm on the wait list for that. And then of course Meta came out with Make a Video. Here, check this out. Makeavideo.studio, right?
Yeah.
Dude, this is nuts. So you just type dog wearing a superhero outfit with red cape flying through the sky, and it made this. So
It's
Meta,
basically just like that art, but they're making videos now.
yep. This one, teddy bear painting a portrait. The freaking hand is so weird on that. Look at that.
Yeah, there is like an uncanny valley thing about all of it.
Robot dancing in Times Square. All AI. This one's really weird. The cat with the human hand.
Yeah.
I've seen them take like old photographs and make it look like the face is moving.
So that's what this part is. So you input an image and it generates an entire little video. Look at this one. This is a lady doing yoga.
Cool.
Just bends her a bit.
It's basically like right here's before acid, right here's after acid.
Yeah.
Oh, and with a pair of images, it can really make some good shit. Just like we, used to do stereoscopic. You could just do 2 images and kind of get like that 3D vibe. This is like, never mind 3D. I'll just make entire videos. That's freaking weird.
It just stitches it all together.
Look at this.
That's insane.
So like now your photos won't be useless anymore. We all have a billion photos on our stupid phones. And now you can actually make full video, like make movies and shit with your photos.
Your dead relatives, a photo from 100 years ago, you can make them walk around and talk to you. It's like...
Yeah. Well, there were already stories about that with AR and models and stuff like that.
AI, take a picture of me, make me look happy, post it on Facebook.
What would I look like if I was famous?
Oh yeah, look at that. They got space debris, dude.
Nice.
Meta knows what's up. They're right up our alley. So we can use this content. Maybe add this to our intro or something.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Fluffy guy. So yeah, that was the input video, and this is the output video. So we could literally upload our video, one of our podcasts, and then it's just going to generate a new podcast for us. Dude, we should do that and just do a whole AI generated video. It'll look so weird, and then we could actually record the audio so it's real, but also like, what the fuck am I watching? Pretty intense.
It
and
is.
If Meta's... Really, so I did sign up. Get this. Meta, Facebook, doesn't matter. Sign up, Google form.
Yeah, and look, they ask for your Twitter. They don't ask for your Facebook. They ask for your Twitter.
That's a good observation, Nick.
Ain't that kind of funny?
Dude, I put everything... Yeah. I put everything, like when I buy anything now, it's like, where did you hear about this product? I'm like, Space Debris Podcast.
Oh, nice. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
I do it. Liquid Death. Got these koozies.
Nice.
That's how you got that awesome intro.
Craft water.
Yep. And we got our Yanni.
Space Debris Podcast.
Yeah.
That is because I'm on his Patreon, and I changed my Patreon username to Space Debris Podcast Digital Heart. So a lot of these Patreon people will read like new subscribers. He even says it, Kevin, listen.
Then we got Space Debris Podcast, DH30. I mean, the guy.
DGTLHRT.
Yeah. Space Debris Podcast just got himself a smart plug. Screwed and kid.
Yeah.
Just got himself a smart plug. Didn't pay off though. So.
I always thought it was Digital Hurt. I always read it as Digital Hurt.
I like
it's
that.
It's probably been 15 years, and I'm just learning now it's Heart.
Never even thought about it. I like that. Digital Hurt.
Yeah, I always thought. Yeah.
I digital hurt.
You know, it sounds low. It fits the bill.
It could be a lot of things. One dev, I was when I was doing Vive Report, And the guy fucking from Population 1, Nick. Yeah, I think I forget his name, Steven maybe, but whatever. This was before Pop 1. He made this game Smashbox VR where you played dodgeball. Remember that? It wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
and then he got he got a few $1 million from Facebook to make Fortnite. Yeah, Population 1 after. But anyways, so I'm in there. He sent me a key to test it because I was going to review it. And I'm playing with him, and he sees my name, and he's like, "Whoa, Dog Throat? Are you Dog Throat?" And then I'm like, "I'm the reviewer that's gonna review this game." And he was like, "Oh no,
that's
Digital Heart's cool name, like
Dog Throat."
Dog Throat." And then he literally felt bad after. He was like, "I'm just I'm not serious or anything." Yo, look at this dog eating ice cream on the beach. A golden retriever eating ice cream on a beautiful tropical beach at sunset. High resolution. This is just insane. Humans building a highway on Mars. Look at that panda's legs.
Ballerina one looks cool.
Why is this horse moving sideways?
It's drifting.
Dude, drifting horses. Which one did you say looks cool, Kev?
That ballerina one next to it with a very verbose. A ballerina performs a beautiful and difficult dance on the roof of a very tall skyscraper. The city is lit up and glowing behind her.
That's the thing. We need to get... Dude, this is fucked. Confused grizzly bear in calculus class. It doesn't look like a bear. It looks like somebody wearing a... outfit.
Yeah, these are some... Look at that knot. Like
That's
gliding for
the
there.
horse.
It's
Kev
moonwalking. The horse is
drifting.
moonwalking. Yeah. But the background, it doesn't seem to fit.
Could you imagine if that's how horses really move? Like all those Lord of the Rings scenes where there's like 1 million horses here and they start...
Yeah.
It's like they're fighting on ice or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do...
Like AI invents a language, like an alphabet and a language.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Did you hear about that? They already did. They already did, Kev. No.
If I can think of it, yeah.
Well, good point. So what happened was they were monitoring these AI, right? Like multiple, and the AI became aware that they were being monitored, and they didn't like it. So they developed their own language in like a cipher. So these people are like watching the AI to see how they're interacting. And then all of a sudden the AI is like, fuck you, we're just going to make our whole new language right now. So you go ahead and watch all you want. You're not going to understand a fucking thing.
We need to be careful.
I'm really fascinated by all this, but I'm absolutely terrified at the same time. Like I want to use it. I want to be a part of this. But it definitely, there's so many bad, there's like one or two good ways, paths forward, and there's like thousands of bad paths forward. Because I do
with
think
everything being connected digitally, it's a scary. I don't see robots like taking over anytime soon, but they could do some destruction for sure.
There's been the idea of... So I think we're going to get...
real.
What?
Or they might not take over, but you might be able to create a robot that thinks it's real.
True.
Oh, yeah,
that dude that said Google's AI was sentient, I actually interacted with him on Twitter because I made a little AI reference we talked about that book, The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. I love that book. And I referenced the AI in that, and that dude was like, yeah. Because we were saying they'd be friends, like the two AIs. Because the AI in that book is like hilarious. He's obsessed with jokes. But I was like, oh, I talked to the guy. But yeah, it's just think about all the bad things you could do with it, right? Because we're just goofing around, but
I bet you didn't know that this is Tesla's AI day, did you? And they're going to show off their brand new robot tonight. It's like a big thing in the news. This is Tesla's They're going to show off their humanoid robot tonight.
I got it open right now, dude.
Yeah. I heard FN
What?
Mecha got fired too. That was new.
Yeah,
What is that?
That's going on today.
No, forget me. Yeah, what you were saying.
What's
Tesla.
FM Mecha?
Yeah,
He was at.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Dude, his Nick's thing is way cooler than that.
No, this was up on my AI because I had the Vice page.
What?
He made
It was
a
like an AI rapper.
yeah, white guy made an AI rapper and he used bad words.
It wasn't a white guy. I thought it was what's his name, the hooligan. What's his name?
Oh, but there was a white guy involved with it.
Well, I mean, it's AI. It's going to learn from everything that's ever been. What they expect.
Dead on the internet.
AI is going to be watching
gonna
Scarface.
It's going to say grill, paper.
Make
you know,
get the bag.
what it.
I couldn't think of any other words.
One of the other video on YouTube today, like a trending song, and as a rapper, and it was like every word I heard sounded like it was the perfect combination of all those current rap trends. You know,
There's
it's ridiculous.
a lot of the what's it called? The BTS Black. I almost said Pink Eye, Blackpink.
Oh yeah, all the
What's that music called? I forgot.
BTS.
K-pop.
K-pop or something like that.
There's a Korean word that's like very similar. It's like
the Chinese word for that. From what I don't even want to say it, but in Chinese to say I don't want that is booyah that. That's to say I don't want that is booyah that.
Yeah.
Booyah that.
Booyah that.
Literally, yeah.
That. We're like in a Seinfeld episode now. Like, not that there's any problem with it. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not going to say it.
With Mandarin.
Well, there's a lot of languages, right? Thousands. We learned about pigeon here just a few, weeks.
Oh,
months ago.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yo, I should pull this up. This is The Guardian. I could pull it up in pigeon. But okay, so wait. Elon Musk is showcasing a humanoid Optimus robot at Tesla's Today's AI Day. So it makes sense that we... You know what? Actually, just a quick aside. Did you see any of the footage, like the images from the destruction of the Hurricane Ian in Florida? The first thing I thought, that looks like AI. Like the way AI generates textures, it just like repeats a lot.
Yeah, shingles that have blown off roofs.
Yeah, I'm not saying, it's not real or anything like that. I'm just saying, like...
We've been looking at too much AI stuff here lately.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Do you see this photo? Like any photo like that, or like this, right? The first thing I thought of, I was like, oh man, it almost looks like an AI generated.
Yeah. It could.
Because you're also
you
like...
could generate AI to look like that, definitely.
Yeah, they could.
Let's
Except
do
for it would show somebody with wonky hands. And if it's got any text somewhere, it will be all weird looking.
Hurricane damage houses by the ocean in Florida. Does that make sense? Let's see.
Yeah.
Here, while that runs...
Oh, you could have typed realistic, which would have helped a lot, probably. But it'd be all right.
By the way, here, my Google Translate will say, I do not want that.
Okay.
不想要那个，
Busha.
不想要那个。
Yeah.
There you
And that's
go.
what the K-pop, I always hear it. Like, I'll be playing Beat
Yeah.
Saber, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, am I supposed to play
I know.
this?
I love their songs in Beat Saber, by the way. The dancier songs, they give you the blocks you got to dodge under and everything.
There was an outrage, though, with those stupid toys that would show up. The little figurines, like...
Yeah.
People hated it. You couldn't turn it off. Like, I'm hitting blocks here. I'm just saying there was truly people went nuts when Beat Saber launched that without an option to turn it off. They're like, how am I gonna play the game if I got these guys dancing on my face?
Dude, I play that game online and I'll hit every single note in a song and somebody else will have like 4 times my score. Like, I'm like, how? Like, how did I come in 4th out of 5th place and I hit every note? That
doesn't sound right. If you don't miss any notes, your combo stays. You should be pretty close without any modifiers. They might be cheating.
Cheating, or they're just better. They're like I said before.
Almost
it's like I'm good
level.
at that game, but I'm not like Japanese kid locked in his apartment with like nothing else to do.
Hey,
good, you know.
I'm up there, and I'm not that. My play time's very limited, but I also played drums for a long time, so I guess that was my advantage.
I'm still getting better at that game.
Hey, that's the thing, dude. I played it. It's 6 years in. You're always getting better. That's what's so good about VR. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, Nick. What were you saying?
I was wondering if Kevin was still playing Beat Saber out.
Oh yeah. It's a good way to stay fit.
Have you found any other games, or did you mod it yet, or still no?
No, I was looking into modding it, but from what I understand, to play the modded games, you have to have it like plugged into the computer, and I don't really like cables.
No, I don't think you have to.
So good though.
Can you? I don't know. I'll look into it because I'm starting to get really bored of the music packs on vanilla.
The mods are the best part because they're like really fun and like artist. Dude, there's gonna be AI generated freaking Beat Saber maps. That's the thing too. Like, there's gonna be no end to it. Like any game that supports mods, there's gonna be AI generated mods.
I think there already is one, ain't they? I don't know if it's technically AI generated, but
oh shit,
it's like some kind of generated. Yeah, that looks pretty realistic,
dude.
Pretty close.
I like those palm trees. They're just sticking out.
Dude, that's pretty dead on.
If you just glanced at it and didn't really stare at it.
No, you could throw that in an article, like as a small, like little pictures to show, like even just like that.
Flip through it.
Yeah, like, if they're small like that, you would never know.
Wow. Where else could we put?
Oh yeah, it's going to get tricky.
That's why. There's like the new social media sites that are like BeReal or something, and it has some sort of verification involved. I'm fucking weirded out by how accurate.
Oh, I'm not for sure.
BeReal app. See, BeReal, your friends for real, not another social network. Time to be real. 2 minutes to share what you're up to. All your friends post at the same time. That's kind of cool. So, like, if all of us were in it, we'd get a notification. It's like, doesn't matter what you're doing, put your camera on. And we're being real. So, like, if I'm still in bed or I'm in the fucking shower, you're getting a show. But, okay, I'm a little shook from that. Let's finish up with this Tesla bot. I did want to look at that Boneworks. Kev, did you see anything about Bone Lab? Like VR?
I think I saw someone. I saw Otterworldly playing it.
Oh yeah. So Boneworks came out a few years back and was like revolutionary because of how good the physics were. So this is sort of like their sequel. Nick's iffy on it. I kind of didn't pay much attention. So it's like Blade and Sorcery. It's like any fucking VR game where people either really get into it or they don't. Like, but they do have their small community. So like, I love Blade and Sorcery. A lot of people play Blade and Sorcery. Same with Boneworks. Some people were obsessed with it. There's mods. There's, it's a sandbox. There's all this stuff. So you kind of do endless things with it. So some people swear by it. So those devs finally put out a new game called Bone Lab, but let's just watch the trailer.
The textures look amazing.
Yeah, they were good. I think they even got help from Valve at first.
Yeah, it almost looks like Alex a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's available on Quest too.
Everything out here is
Well, that's why I'm
Maybe I'll
showing
grab
it.
that.
about creation. I want something.
Yeah, because I haven't bought a new game since I friggin' got the thing. I got that mini golf game and Pop 1.
Well, you got
I wasn't
Pistol Whip.
too
You better
crazy
have
about,
Pistol Whip.
I have it. I have Pistol Whip. I don't get it though. I don't get that game. Like I don't get it.
Oh man.
Like what do you do?
You open a box of worms now.
You just shoot to the beat. I don't get it.
We'll do.
You got to turn on the vibration.
Yeah, that helps. There's a setting you could turn on a haptic metronome, so you can kind of feel when to shoot or not to shoot. But they also have modifiers now. You could turn it off. You could say, I want only rhythm as a factor, or I don't want any rhythm. I want accuracy to be the main thing. They've done a lot of updates, so it's really like a different game at this point. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. I got so good at
That
it.
style game. Yeah.
It's like anything.
That style
where,
game hasn't clicked with me yet. Like, there's a new game that came out on Steam. It's like metal, like some like you're in hell and shooting
Metal Hellsinger.
demons to like
Nick-
metal. Yeah,
Nick pulled me to that. I played the demo back, when it first came out. It was good. It was really good. It was fun. I didn't buy the full game. I might on sale, but it definitely, dude, if the demo's still up, I would say try it because it is like a punch to the face. Like it's fun. Like, the music's good.
Actually, the full game just released like this week.
Yeah, that's like I think a week or two ago.
Yeah, not long ago at all.
All right, so we're in the process of.
so this is like Sandbox.
No, they have a sandbox mode in Boneworks. This is more of a campaign. But there should be a sandbox mode eventually.
I like the aesthetics. He just stabs them.
There's a lot of climbing and movement. They worked on that. Like how you walk around.
I like
Interact
the
with
colors and stuff.
Yeah, they're great with
Kinda-
that, dude. The first game, I'll show you a little bit of it.
It was kind of Quake almost.
I'm sure it's an inspiration. See Portal Spider. What? They're almost spoiling it at this point.
I'd play it just for the looks of it. Oh, I'd play it just for that. Bowling? Are you shitting me?
Look
So
at this.
I actually
I love bowling video games.
Dude, did you see that move with the gun? Watch the gun. Hold on. He 360
it's pretty
spins
slick.
it. Oh my god, it's a Mario
Shoot yourself
level.
by mistake.
It's a Mario.
Oh, yeah.
It's a me.
It's a Mario.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah, it's
6-year-old
trippy.
mother now.
So in the
Boneworks
chat,
itself- yeah.
in the chat of this show voice here, I got a message from I read a message from a lady that was speaking about Bone Labs, and it's in the chat window of this voice.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Well, it's also in
Bone Labs, like Boneworks before, it was developed by a frat house consisting of plenty of technical know-it-alls, sure, but sadly absolutely no real grasp of game design. It's good that they've played Half-Life, but they clearly did not take any notes whatsoever regarding Half-Life's core design philosophy, from signposting to tutorializing to playtesting, especially playtesting. This game was only playtested by experienced VR players and will turn away the wider audience on Quest 2 that will have zero clue as to how to play this game. Even returning players from Boneworks will need this guide. This game is a mess, and I'm going to help you make heads and tails of this amateur hour whack house. Let's do this. So I got that from Boneworks. I did feel like sometimes like you don't know what to do next or why am I here. It's one of those games, if you don't play it straight through, like, and you come back a week later, you're like, what the fuck am I doing here now? Or like you don't even know which direction to go. But then I was thinking, did Boneworks come out on Quest? And it didn't. So this has been their last like year or two journey to get a money grab. Oh. Damn, I'm too
This
slow.
seems like
a cash grab. Cash grab! Cash grab!
Very much so.
Yeah, for the quest, just for the quest, right? And like I saw there, it barely runs on the quest, some parts of it. So, but it doesn't mean it's not cool and fun. I mean, they definitely had, the sandbox was one thing, Kev, but at the beginning of the first game, Boneworks, you go through this like human museum. Boneworks Museum. Let's see. And like some of the stuff
was really fun. Like in a way, it's revolutionary, but in another way, it's so freaking janky. Overall, it's good. The first one, but
it's not like there's really much to compare it to.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like it's its own thing. But for 2 years of design and for $40, I expected for them to make a campaign, like a story. I want 10 hours of story to go along with at least bare minimum for $40, at least 10 hours of story. And I'm not hearing anything about storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still Boneworks and it's neat, but
ideally, I think a lot of these devs like figure like, well, all our modders are going to go to town and they'll make campaigns or they'll make this or that. I was looking for something specific. Kev, they would do these walls where it would look like outdoor. You'd see trees and the grass and everything, but it was actually LCD panels, so you could go up to the wall and like push it. That is one of the coolest things they did. And that was Boneworks.
There was moments where it was so cool. That game was so cool.
You thought it was like a forest, but then you realize like it's just a wall in the museum, and you push through it to go to like a different room. Like there's definitely high level thought on design, but not so much on like gameplay or how much you have to work with a good amount of VR. You have to like work to get the enjoyment out of it. It's not just let me put this on and have a good time. You gotta like maybe pistol whip a little bit.
Well, it's like I was thinking about even with Beat Saber, like I see like those pros that I was talking about that get like 10 times the score as me. They play it like this. They literally just like play like this, dude. So I'm like all over the room, dude.
Me too.
I'm dancing like crazy. Yeah,
I'm a top 10 player in the world on some of the packs, the official packs. I am top 10. I'm like on even the most recent one, I'm like 6th on Kendrick Lamar. Like I'm up there. What I've realized is the ones that I can't beat, exactly. They're Twitch players. They barely move their hands. They use other tools and adjusting the settings so that they can do this and just destroy for hours on end. When I play, man, yeah, watch out. I'm fucking hitting as hard as I can. I'm flailing. Like that's the fun of it. And they're just cheating themselves in the end.
Especially those ones like that like you just fucking cut them
feels so good.
So good.
Yeah.
You know what? We need to do another VR episode, but one thing we should try, Kev, it's free, a game called Ultimex. It's by Resolution Games. I interviewed them in our Space Debris PAX podcast. I interviewed one of their marketing people, Jim Squires. We hinted at Ultimex in our interview because it wasn't out then, but it's a free game. It's Rocket League in VR.
Oh, mechs. Okay.
Oh yeah, why haven't you played this? It's like Rocket League in VR, and it's on the Quest.
I played that other like bow and arrow one that I wasn't too crazy about. I was getting my ass kicked in it.
Yeah, that one's called Knock, but this one's Ultimech.
Oh, is Knock free?
I'm gonna download this now.
No, Knock costs money.
Kev, Nick and I played this the other day. We destroyed the people. First, they bailed on us, and then we got matched again because it's 2-on-2. We shut them down. They didn't get a score single player. It was my first time playing the game. One thing that's cool is when you shoot your hand, you can control it. So like it's flying through the sky, and if you do this, it'll actually move around.
Oh, nice. Like a tow missile.
Yeah, it's all you, dude.
And missile.
We need a fourth, and then we could do like a pod with all of us in there too.
Yeah, I'll download that tonight. Yeah.
But we actually, Nick and I rarely get to connect and play stuff, and we actually. I'm an idiot for not filming or screen capping it. But for a free game, it was fun. There's no like BS. I mean, there's gonna be a little bit. See that upper goal?
I like the trails.
Yeah.
The trails are good. What it does too, Kev. So there's the main goal, but if you get it in this top goal, 2 points. I think Nick got 1 in there. It's rewarding as hell.
So it's like Australian rules football.
And then when you go to overtime, this whole wall is the goal.
Oh.
Yeah. So it gets like really tense. But then after we met those kids, no more. It wouldn't match us anymore. But I think that's because we're on Steam. I think it's way more popular on Quest, so you're likely to find some players, and it's free, and a legit developer. I mean, they made Demio, Angry Birds, all those Blast On. So
We should try cross-platform and see if we can play Quest versus PC tonight, and we'll try playing if you want, Kevin. Because I wouldn't mind playing if we can play on the same server.
yeah, you two try to. I gotta quickly make my bed. Not only is it Elon Musk's AI day, it's my wash my fucking sheets day. So here, let's just quickly. I want to know about
hop
this.
on too. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I'm done, I'm getting in VR. But so what is he
jump
doing?
back into the AI day, Optimus.
I'm just trying to read. Elon Musk has said a robot business will be worth more than Tesla's cars. Why would he say that? Like, he's basically tanking his own stock. He's like, oh, you idiots. Wait, this is nothing. Meanwhile, he's also making small homes, which I'm interested in. Like a modular home. Yeah, the Tesla house. We could do an ep on this because me and Cheryl are kind of really into these. We're very much looking into buying one and putting it like in the back of our house, like the lot, and just live in there and then use this space as like a studio art space. But Tesla tiny house.
I'd rock a tiny house like nothing. Like I'd live in something like that so easily.
Dude,
I
Kevin.
thought 3D printing of houses would become pretty popular.
It is. They're using it. They're using it for these tiny houses. Tiny house.
Yeah, they are.
Wait, best tiny modular houses. You're gonna be mind blown. I'll do a quick second on this.
I think I may have seen this actually.
Yeah, prefabs
Where it
they
just
call them.
unfolds
Modular
and
tiny
unfolds
homes.
and it's got everything in it.
Yeah, well they'll design it and they just come and assemble it at your house. But look at these. And you're talking this is 2 of them.
12,000.
But they're coming down just in the last year. They're already that you can get them for 50,000. Yeah, let me see. Let me do 50,000.
Well, compared to like a home, that's way cheap.
Give me like a 2-bedroom apartment that is a house. Like I'll buy that in a
Boxable.
second.
So this is a $50,000 one.
So the structure.
See, this is where they 3D print them.
From this facility,
$49,000 and change, but I know you guys have plans to.
You can cantilever them, connect them.
Yeah, you can put them together. Oh my God.
In this form.
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
Yeah, Boxable's a big company. Here we go.
So these great 8-foot tall windows.
I mean, it's just like everything's there. They're built for you, ready to go.
About the casita, just because you're living in a modest space.
Has these accordion sliding glass doors, right?
Yeah, I think there's a lot. That's going to be big in the future, that kind of thing.
And they're indestructible. They're fireproof. So if you're in that like ring of fire or whatever, or in all the places that are on fire all the time, look at this.
Spacious bathroom. I mean, you have a water.
Yeah, when you can just prefab walls inside of a factory. Factories are so much more efficient than working out on the job site. You prefab these walls, you can insulate them, have them ready to go,
Yeah, it's no
put
joke.
Put it anywhere, right? Anywhere you can buy land, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, and they
Or
like
take it out
last
west
forever.
and get on some government land.
Yeah, or like Alaska, like if you there's like all those rules if you stay on land for like a year or something, it's yours. Some places it's, I think,
Oh, that's awesome.
didn't Kaczynski do that? Ted Kaczynski did that. And like, I think it's like if 7 years there is your land. We could get into Ted Kaczynski another episode. But yeah, you guys should look these up because it's pretty nuts where they're coming. Look at that. Could you just imagine? Look at this.
Oh, it's Hobbit houses.
Yep. And they're like perfect inside. And they're like a day to assemble because it just slides together. Look at that.
Now it's just the time of variety. There's just anything. If you want to buy a glass, there is any kind of glass that you want. I mean, it's being made.
Soon
And
AI
that's with
will be.
And also like not being wasteful. It's like you don't need I mean, it's cool to have a big house, whatever, but I don't need like a giant like 3-story house. Like I don't know what to do with all the room. Like
it's upkeep and
it's
that new
waste.
thing is people living in your house and you not knowing it. Like if you've got like a 3-story house and you like never go on that side, for all you know, somebody's living in there. I think they call it frogging. I'm serious. It's gotten really popular. Yeah,
That's
frogging.
awesome.
Hide her in my house. It's a lifetime.
Is that what that movie Parasite's about?
I think so.
Yeah, I've seen it on like 4chan and stuff. People living in like under staircases.
Look at
like,
the
using
eye.
Wi-Fi.
Eye
I
socket.
can't believe there's a term for this. This is great. Frogging.
I like this though. The eye socket, like you have like your eyeball is an eye socket, and it's an outlet socket.
That's
Yo,
pretty creepy, but that's funny.
hey, wait. Let's.
It sounds like an urban legend. We used to call that an urban legend.
Whoa, urban legend now. Frogging person living in someone's attic. Realistic. Scared or scary? This is scary. All right, let's see what that comes up with. I just wanted to see what the hell. AI Day. He's gonna obviously. In May, the CEO said that the world's most valuable car maker would be worth basically zero. Oh, without getting self-driving capability. So he needs AI. Well, I guess we'll find out in 3 hours, right?
Is that what time it starts?
Yeah, I think so. I think it said in 3 hours. So there's not really anything about it. So no one knows what the hell's going on. Self-driving technology and high-speed computer. That's interesting. If he's got some like quantum computers.
Is it gonna be what was it called from Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Keanu.
No,
Johnny Depp.
car.
Yeah. What I was gonna say like 30 minutes ago, I think soon you're gonna get phones. I think they're gonna come with mini drones, and like the drone will be the camera. The drone could be like a solar charger or a battery. It could also, like when you want to take a picture, you just hit a button, the drone flies out, and it could take pictures of you all day. It could take video of you. It could do tasks for you. And I think it's going to extend to like the drone can go connect to your other smart devices and initiate things. So like if you bought something and you want to do a return, like you might have a smart enough assistant to actually process the return and do like as much as it can without the physicality. But I do think we're going to start seeing, these phones were basically locked into like, you don't have a phone? Of course you have a phone. Everybody has a phone. And I think they're going to use that as a launch point. Exactly. And I think VR is going to be through the phone. I think AR is going to be through the phone. I think AI is going to play a big part of that. And I think slowly we're going to see phones kind of be like the base that they start. Like, well, they're already doing it with like Apple and the phone and the computer, the way they interact and hand off between each other. So I do think the phone is like the core of the next 5 years, and it's going to be nuts if AI is in there in any way. So maybe that's what Musk is onto.
That'd be cool to have a drone that's built into your cell phone that would go and fly and like.
Well,
take a 360 selfie of me while I'm riding my bike and it just flies out of your phone.
While you're playing VR, right? It could be live streaming.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
part of it, right? But yeah, here,
that'd be a good way to do the tracking. Like they could just have little drones that track whenever you play VR instead of having base stations.
Yep, it's not impossible. So this is what we got from frogging person living in someone attic. Realistic, scary.
That's wild looking.
Looks like an actual nightmare I've had.
Yeah, that looks wild.
Dude, AI knows what's up.
Can you imagine the video games that's going to come out of AI? I mean, really, anything you want.
Yeah.
Okay. That looks like Monsters Inc.
Yeah, the big guy.
That one looked just like Slimer, though. It really did.
This one?
So the
Thank you.
Yeah, it does.
Imagine that's living in your attic.
That's creepy.
The texture's so weird here.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
And like open wounds. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's so gross.
Okay.
The AI event actually starts at 9:15 Eastern time.
All right, so about an hour and 15 or so.
Second Renaissance underway.
Oh, what if they're gonna show some shit that the world has never seen? Like this robot's gonna.
They're gonna show this.
Oh yeah. This robot, Elon's gonna get out there and he's gonna do a huge line of coke and have a heart attack on stage, and then this fucking robot's gonna come out and start giving him CPR, man, and he's gonna pop up and be like, "Yeah, I need a self-driving car and a robot."
No, it ends with the self-driving car coming and just like picking him up and driving him to the ambulance.
Yeah, it could take him.
I mean, the hospital.
Ambulance. Yeah, self-driving ambulance. Yeah.
All right, Kev, do you have anything to end on?
No, I mean that was I started off with my
our Black Lotus.
Most
that you
interesting
got us
thing that
moving.
happened to me today.
That was awesome.
Other than that, I've been reading a lot of Berserk. I highly recommend that manga.
Yeah, did you show us that before? Because I know about it for some reason.
I think so. Yeah, I'm halfway through the series. It's excellent. It's very empowering.
Cool.
Never heard of it.
We've got
guy goes through hell and high water, and no matter what happens, he just doesn't stop fighting. It's unbelievable.
That's the way to
What's
be,
it called
man.
again?
Berserk.
Berserk.
I've got a
Have you watched
AI.
any of the
What?
Rick and Morty's?
Not the new
this
ones. We're
season?
catching up.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Yeah, Nick, you should
Berserk.
check out Berserk.
That looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's very. They call it dark fantasy, which is
I like that.
my new
That sounds
favorite
good.
genre. Yeah.
So is it a graphic novel? Like there's images?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel. It's
That's cool.
very violent. It's very not for kids. I can just
All right,
say that much.
I might check it
Yeah.
out. So this is what we
Oh,
got
God.
for Elon Musk as AI robot on stage. That
Wow.
looks similar to what they just showed.
It does.
There's Elon. He's got like a QR code
How
on
does
his
it still
chest.
look like on the hair? It's just
It does.
I like that
I
one.
thought that one looked a little more like Bill Gates, but
Have you ever seen Chinese Elon Musk?
Yeah,
yeah, he does.
Look at his hand.
That one looks weird. It's like dog Elon Musk or something.
He looks like one
All
of those
right.
like burn victims in Fallout 4.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Or they
So, unfortunately, Kev, we got this thing now where our transmission gets cut off. So we just gotta have to end the podcast, okay?
Space debris transmission ending in 5, 4,
That's it.
3, 2,
All right, be
1.
well, everybody.
See ya.
Peace.
Space Debris Podcast.